What's up, guys? Today we're working on the RZR, installing something I probably should have done a long time ago. And I hope it's not too late. What I mean by that is this rack has seen a lot better days. As you can see, there's a bunch of play in it. I got this rack. This rack came with the RZR when I got it stock. And I had 44s, and then 46s, and now 50s. And the only upgrade to the steering is these L&W Fab tie rods, which are pretty solid, but definitely need a lot more than just the factory rack. So we got this SandCraft steering stabilizer we're about to put on today, and hope I can get away with just installing this on this blown out rack, because these racks are new OEM from Polaris, roughly $1,000, and this stabilizer's about $1,000. So let's get it installed and see how she does. First thing, depending on your setup, everyone's going to be different. You might have to take the wheels and tires off. You might have to take the shock off. Well, no matter what, you do got to take these tie rods off. But just luckily, my RZR's lifted a little bit, so getting to the area where we're going to install the stabilizer, it's pretty accessible. So worst case scenario, I might have to take the shocks off just to give us some more room, but I'm going to try to do this without taking anything off. All right, probably the hardest part about this install is just having to drill out these pre-existing holes, which are conveniently already there. I like to use a step bit like this and put a little piece of tape on where I need to stop. And this bottom one's going to be 3/8, top one's going to be 1/2 inch. And I got this right angle attachment on my drill so I can fit it in there. Spray some PB Blaster in there so they don't burn up the bit. So I'm going to start with this bottom one. It is pretty tight in here. I don't feel like taking off the front fascia and all the accessories up front. So we're gonna do what we can. All right. Let's get our bolt, see if it fits. Gotta go a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell where the tape is when it's spinning. Add some PB Blaster in there. Top one too while we're at it. Yeah, this little attachment for the drill is perfect actually. All right, that's definitely good. Perfect. Now we'll drill out that top one. Top one is going to be 1/4 inch. Which the top one I actually have more room to work with up here. Still need the right angle attachment, but And it fits. Oh shit, already dropping bolts. All right, and I'll do the other side. I'm both drilled out, bottom one and the top one. And you want to make sure you don't drill them out too much, just enough to where they can slide right in and out. Don't want too much wiggle room in them, because this is how you're going to align the steering rack brace. Now I'm going to get these tie rods off, and for this style, I like to use just a pipe wrench, spray some PB Blaster on it, and hope and pray that you don't break the rack. In my case, it's a possibility, but in most cases, if your rack's in good health, that probably won't happen. But just be mindful, because these things can get pretty hard to get off. So, all right, let's get these tie rods off. First, I'm gonna spray it real good with PB Blaster. Doesn't necessarily have to spray directly into where the threads are, but something's better than nothing. So, go ahead and get the other side too while I got the PB Blaster out. All right, I couldn't find my pipe wrench, so we're gonna use these big channel locks. See if this will get it off. Yep, that broke it off. Get this unscrewed. The rack didn't even budge, so I don't know. Maybe the rack is in a little better shape than I thought. Only time will tell. I know these are fully gone. All right, might get the rest by hand. Get the bottom piece out on this side. There we go. Yeah, the rack is definitely moving a lot, but that stabilizer in there, it shouldn't move anymore. I'll try to put some grease on this rack too, since we had the boots off. All right, got this out. Cool. Clean this up. Yeah, there's a little play. Maybe a lot of play. Oh well. Don't feel like buying a new OE rack for $1,000 after I just spent $1,000 on the stabilizer. So my best advice is, if you have a good rack, buy one of these stabilizers now. It'll definitely save the rack in the long run. All right, these are the new tie rod ends that it came with. If you notice, big difference is the inners are Heims and the outers. Versus this style, it's just the outers are Heims and the inners are still the factory style, which these are prone to go bad over time. But I won't have any issues with these. Now if you notice these offsets on the Heims versus these are just flat. This side is going to go closer towards the RZR, and this is going to be the outer, and that's the inner for the new setup. But overall, they're about the same size. These are a round design, these are square design. I don't ever plan on breaking these. These are solid pieces of aluminum, so tie rods are pretty much the same. Just the main difference is having a Heim on the inner. All right, now that we got the old tie rods off, it's time to clean out all this old grease and dirt. Try to put some fresh grease in there. And just like that, clean it up, put some fresh grease in there. I'm gonna take these pieces off just so it's easier for me to slide it in this small working area I got going on. So take these off, everything should line up Got the bolts tightened up, all tightened down, top and bottom. I would recommend do not tighten these at all until you have both of these fully in on both sides, and then you can go ahead and tighten these down. Like I said, I would just put a couple threads on them just to have them in there, but you want this thing to be able to move around as you put these bolts in. But after messing with these outer tie rod mounts, with the Heinz mount too, I think I'm gonna keep the old ones. I like this style better. It's hard to tell right now. I should have them off at the same time, but this style, the one the SandCraft came with, you have to put this in here, and this does have a little taper to it, but it doesn't fully wedge down in there. It does, but you do have to hold on to this end at some point to really clamp down on it. It doesn't go all the way down. Now this style, it's tapered all the way up to here. So once you get this in here enough, and you can hammer down on this with the impact, and this top part will not spin. It'll just suck it down in here even further. And yeah, I like this style better. So I'm gonna keep the L&W fab ends, and of course I'll have the new Heinz on it and everything, but yeah, I don't really like this style. And plus, these two are stuck together. I don't know how the hell that happened. It literally came like that, so I don't know, who knows. This style is good. It's super easy to replace Heinz. Just getting this out of here once it's in can be a pain in the ass. I mean, I wish I would have known this going into it, because I hammered on this last night probably for about 5 minutes straight trying to get this out, because once these are in, they will not come out. And in a sense, that's kind of what you want. The only part that you need to replace is the Heinz, which you just undo the top part, lift this part out, put the new Heinz in there, put the misalignment space there in there, put the new nut on, and boom, you're ready to go. So I don't know, this is the style to go. Got this side pretty much all done, just got to do the alignment, adjust it. Just remember, make sure the Heinz with the little offsets goes into the rack side in this one. And then you just twist this, the entire moves to do your alignment. Once you get a good spot, tighten these jam nuts down, you're good to go. I do still gotta tighten this one. I didn't end up using these stock boots to the rack because they're a little more beat up than I thought. So I'll just go ahead and order some new ones. And when I put them on, it should be pretty easy. Just take the tie rod end off, take the nut out of there out, take this off, put the boot on here. Pretty easy to take these tie rods on and off versus that style. But yep, that's pretty much it. About to take this thing for a little joyride and see how she feels. Alright, stabilizer's installed, and damn, it rides so much better. If I knew it was going to be this big of a difference, I would have got this stabilizer a long time ago. But yep, there it is. No more play in the steering. Drives better than it did stock. Start it up and kind of show y'all what I mean. Before, you could move it probably about this much and the tire would stay still. Now it's instant. There's no play in it at all. Yeah, if you're on the fence about getting one of these, I would get one ASAP. I wish I would have got it a lot sooner. I do need to get some more tie rod boots. It'll be an easy deal. But yep, that's it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on, all that good stuff. Hopefully we'll hit some trails soon now.